everybody. Welcome. It's still Easter vacation, I see. Lots of people are still on holidays and away from computer land. I myself had an earlier time away from computer, so I'm here today. And so are you. I'm happy to see you. Great. Okay. So, let's see. Let's see who's here. Maybe we could just share the glance of Inayat as we're perusing here to see who's present today. Seeing your old friends, new friends. So I welcome you to our monthly open class. And our theme today is cultivating peace in a troubled world. I just feel this is so important at this time. And well, this is a very sacred time of the year when the three Abrahamic traditions are celebrating holy days around the same time of Ramadan. We've had Easter, and Easter still to come with the Ukrainian friends who are here, and of course the Passover. And so let's just see that we're all being invited to be the embodiment of the peace that we're longing for, the peace that we need so much in our world today. Because as we're witnessing the heartbreaking news of escalations of wars, not only in the Ukraine, but still also a lot going on also in the Holy Land, famines, people without basic necessities of life in Yemen, and violence in Ethiopia, issues around climate change, which is really threatening a lot of our beloved Earth and the species upon her. So it's all kind of overwhelming at times, I know, especially if we don't take a pause and bring our focus and remembrance of the sacred, of peace and compassion that's within us, in our own hearts, that will affirm for the times to come the awakening of divinity within humanity. So I'd like to just invite us all to begin with the Sufi invocation as one of the beautiful prayers that we've been given to align ourselves with values that really matter to us. So we'll start this together first in English. Toward the One, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the messenger, the spirit of guidance. And would Hayo say this in Dutch for us, please? Unmuting yourself.
Tot de ene, de volmaaktheid van liefde, harmonie en schoonheid. Het enige wezen, verenigd met alle verlichte zielen, die de belichaming vormen van de boodschapper, de geest van leiding.
And Halima in German.
In German or Spanish?
In German, please.
In German.
Is that okay?
Okay. Dem einen entgegen, der Vollkommenheit von Liebe, Harmonie und Schönheit. Dem einzigen Sein, vereint mit all den erleuchteten Seelen, die die Botschaft verkörpern, den Geist der Führung.
Noor Majida in French.
Père unique, la perfection de l'harmonie L'amour d'harmonie et de beauté, le seul être, uni à toutes les âmes illuminées qui forment l'incorporation du messager, l'esprit guide.
And Musaveira in Portuguese.
Em direção ao Uno, a perfeição do amor, harmonia e beleza, o único ser, unido a todas as almas iluminadas que formam o corpo do Mestre, o Espírito Guia.
Wonderful dog saying the invocation for us here. Thank you. Don't know where that's coming from. But anyway, and let's see, also Rabia in Norwegian, please.
Henimot den ene, den fullkomne kjærlighet, harmoni og skjønnhet, den eneste væren forent med alle de opplyste sjelene, som legemliggjør mesteren, ånden som veileder.
Anatoly from Estonia.
К единому совершенству любви, гармонии и красоты, единосущному со всеми просветленными душами, образующими воплощение мастера, путеводный дух.
And, yes, of course, Carola in Hebrew.
Oops. Moment. Likrat ha-echad. Ha-yachid, ha-echad, v'ham-yuchat. Shlemut ha-emet, ha-tzedek, ha-tiferet. Hanimtza ha-yachid, ha-kolel kol ha-neshemot ha-ne'erot. Yotzrei ha-shamat ha-rabbi, ha-ruach ha-kodesh.
And last but not least, Val in Gaelic. So there you go. Oh, you need to unmute yourself though, because we don't hear the beauty of your invocation.
I dro an te, perfect an gra an céile, agus an holiaachta. An tein gline, atá aintas leis na hanamachas solsíthe, agus atá mar léirú cruanta an master, spirit na trórach.
Bismillah. We begin in the name of the one who is infinite mercy and compassion. So, well, thank you, everybody. I'd like us to start with a chant that, well, some of you know, we've sung this in different places before, inspired by words from Teresa of Avila. Christ has no body now on earth but yours, no hands but yours, no feet but yours. So, you know, to the mystic, Christ is not just some historical figure who lived some thousands of years ago, but a presence that's awakening in our hearts today. And of course, Easter, which we celebrated here last week, but which is still going to be celebrated this coming weekend by many in the world, in the Orthodox Christian tradition. It's not just one day out of the year, but really what happens any moment when love and forgiveness overcome the fear-laden powers of the world. So as we sing this, we're attuning to the presence of the cosmic Christ within us. And maybe we could also consider that resurrection for our times is about the overcoming by an entire species, the human species, ourselves, becoming the change that we want, because God can't do for us what doesn't come through us. So each of us must be willing to be that channel for peace, the miracle for our planet's transformation. So I invite you to sing this together, if you like. And Shanka can put the words in the chat box. Christ has no body now on earth but yours, no hands but yours, no feet but yours. Yours are the eyes through which he pours out compassion to the world. Yours are the hands blessing me now. All praise to the one. Christ has no body now on earth but yours, no hands but yours, no feet but yours. Yours are the eyes through which he pours out compassion to the world. Yours are the hands blessing me now. All praise to the one. Once more. Christ has no body now on earth but yours, no hands but yours, no feet but yours. Yours are the eyes through which he pours out compassion to the world. Yours are the hands blessing me now. All praise to the one. All praise to the So, whatever our orientation might be in terms of any exoteric religious form, Christ consciousness anyway is a state of mind, the unconditional love and peace that is a conduit for our own awakening. And let's remember that any one person who's going to be breaking the hold of darkness within is actually opening the way for others to break the hold of darkness in our world. So I want to invite Noor to share your poem from Hafiz, and I think Shanka has that also, so that we could attune to this.
This is a poem, of course, when we are waking or having the realization what has happened in the night while we are resting. The words of Hafiz. Keeping watch. In the morning, when I began to wake, it happened again. That feeling that you, beloved, had stood over me all night, keeping watch. That feeling that as soon as I began to stir, you put your lips on my forehead and lit a holy lamp inside my heart.
Thank you, Noor. So I'd like to invite you just to gather our focus inside. We'll have a short meditation and tune ourselves from within. So just be present to your being through your body, your breath. Relax your spirit. Relax your mind. And just feel your body. Feel your heart. And sometimes it's really necessary that we're feeling the suffering of others. Sometimes it quickens us. Sometimes it awakens our souls. And sometimes it brings out our truth, that unchangeable reality. And sometimes we're aware of how we're touched by life. Hai. Not just the limited physical life, but that which gives life, which is the very source of life, to our bodies, to our whole being. And that aspect of our soul nature, which is the unborn and undying self. And then we might just be aware that in these challenging times, we pray for peace in our own hearts and souls. that this may flow out from ourselves to places where this life energy is needed, this infinite attribute of the divine is so needed. But we have to be present to that inside ourselves. As always, the starting point. So just take a few breaths in and out, feeling that we gather from the particles of space the vibrations and the intention and the healing balm of peace, our own inner peace, so that this may have its alchemy work through us, and that our exhalation is the radiance of that towards others. So you might just take a few moments to breathe in the thought salam or shalom or shanti or pacham, one of the many names for peace, or just simply peace, Frida. And as you breathe that in, taking a deep breath in, and the exhalation is also very deep and spreading far and wide. And just focus your heart, focus your whole being on being a conduit for peace, and how this peace that begins from within each of us is one of the greatest powers there can be. And as we're breathing peace, we're uniting our limited will with the infinite will of the divine to participate in the divine peace, in unity with that. And we hope and we pray and we will to be that peace, that humanity may be enveloped in peace, grow and be free. And when things seem very hopeless and overwhelming, we just have to remember to return to this, the seed of peace that's inside each of us. And that all peacemakers are blessed, and that all who are held in fear are protected by the power of peace. So as we're contemplating this, I'd just like to invite Anya to attune us with your music. And each of us in our own way can continue the prayer for peace within, that this may radiate far and wide. So beautiful. Thank you. So I would like to share again this prayer of Muhammad Jammu, who is the Palestinian director of the Abrahamic Reunion. May my spirit fill the world with beauty and wonder. May my mind seek truth with humility and openness. May my heart forgive without limit. May my love for friend, enemy, and outcast be without measure. May my needs be few and my living simple. May my actions bear witness to the suffering of others. May my hands never harm a living being. May my steps stay on the journey of justice. May my tongue speak for those who are poor without fear of the powerful. May my prayers rise with patient discontent until no child is hungry. May my life's work be a passion for peace and nonviolence. May my soul rejoice in the present moment. May my imagination overcome death and despair with new possibility. And may I risk reputation, comfort, and security to bring this hope to the children. Amen. Ya Salam. So Noor, shall we sing Ya Salam with you?
Yes, please. Ya Salam, peace. Ya Salam, 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 Ya
Thank you, Noor. We can bring this peace into our kasab practice as a way to keep ourselves balanced during tumultuous times, and in that attunement to peace, as we balance that, we will also be instruments of harmony, harmonizing in our world. So let's just do this a few breaths. So we know the classical kasab position, covering the right nostril, and exhale first all the detritus out through the left nostril, emptying, and breathe in peace through the left nostril. Could be salam, could be shalom, shanti, shalama, peace. And hold the breath for a moment. Let it do its work, the silent work of peace. And as we exhale through the right nostril, breathe out harmony, Vazel, sense of harmonizing. We breathe in through the right nostril, peace, salam, shalom. Hold. Exhale through the left, Fazal, harmony, universal blessings. And then through both nostrils, deep inhalation, breathing in that peace. Holding the breath slightly, allowing its own inner workings, and exhaling harmony, Fazal, blessings. And so just do this 2 more times in your own rhythm, 2 cycles. When we've completed 3 cycles, let's just hold a moment of silence. Amen. So, yes, so Carola will be sharing some words, attunements about the Sefirat HaOmer. And after that, you'll let Shanka know when you want her to share screen, huh? Okay, thank you.
Yes. The Sefirat HaOmer, that means the qualities, Sephirah, the qualities of the tree of life and of the presence of God in the Jewish tradition, is connected with the growing, ripening grain from the earth. And so Pesach, which starts at the full moon in Libra, which was 6 days ago. Tomorrow is the 7th day, and the day after on Shabbat is the 8th day. So Pesach is still going on, and in the story, it's the leaving the narrow place and the overpowering tyrannic forces of slavery, leaving that, being willing to listen to the guidance of the One, to follow this willingness and to have this courage. So when Saki asked me, will you tell and share something about peace and Pesach, I had a deep sigh. I said, oh gosh, how can I connect that? Because it's so connected with this restlessness and gathering the courage to move on. And at the same time, it was so revealing to tune into this question of how peace and peacemaking is connected, that I realized that the beginning, the Shabbat before Pesach, is called Shabbat HaGadol, the great Shabbat. And Shabbat is the day of peace, of being mostly in communion with the source, with the One. So, and it is God who, with the priestly blessing, also says, may peace abide with you. So this inner memory of peace and that you're a divine being, that you need to carry with you through all the challenges and difficulties. And the task is to disattach from all the psychological reactions and fears and attachments to the past, and to open up, empty yourself, and at the same time receive the power of this redemptive energy of the sun, getting stronger, 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 growing and guiding you into a full blessed human being, receiving the Torah 50 days later. So between Pesach and Shavuot is the counting of the Omer, the Sefirat HaOmer. 7 times 7 makes 49, and the 50th day is Shavuot. And so tomorrow is the 7th day of Pesach, And in the story, it's the day that the Israelites are still, through the opening of the sea, they could leave Egypt, but they have no solid ground yet. So they, on the seventh day, they touch ground. So the quality of being led and helped to leave, because the desire for freedom is so big, and help them to this quality of loving kindness, chesed, the whole week to find the foundation of love, which is tomorrow. So interesting, and I looked it up in the book of the holy names, and the one, I don't know if it's correct, but the one name that came to me was Al Wadud, this most loving God presence, which is erotic because it's physical, it is life choosing, life giving. This connectedness is the start of the journey on 7 more weeks. But in order to allow that presence of this all-loving one to be totally in my body or embodied, what I then need to do is to stay connected with this source of blessings of peace, but all blessings of creative life. And the core essence to stay connected is, for me, I'll look it up where I have it here. Well, anyway, is the letter Aleph. And the letter Aleph is Allah, Allah. It's the word Echad, one, but it is also El, Elohim, the name of God. So the Aleph in the Hebrew alphabet is number 1, but is beyond our duality. So it's also the non-dual source, which is ever-present, origin, always there, but hidden. But at the same time, how do I connect and stay connected? So the process of counting the Omer for those 49 days is like a prayer. May I, as a human being, connect heaven and earth and bring this process of unification about. And that is the prayer blessing you can sing before counting the Omer, which I now ask Shanka to put on. And receive it as the sounds come to you.
L'shem yichud kodsha brichu ushchintei hineni muchan umezuman lekayem mitzvat aseh l'shem yichud kodsha brichu ushchintei hineni muchan umezuman lekayem mitzvat aseh shel sfirat ha'omer, shel sfirat ha'omer, shel sfirat ha'omer, shel sfirat ha'omer. Sheva Shabbatot temimot tihena, Sheva Shabbatot temimot Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer al sfirat ha'omer al sfirat ha'omer al sfirat ha'omer Sheva Shabbatot Temimot tihena Sheva Shabbatot Temimot tihena
Yes. So may you sense this oneness and the breath of life. And may I invite you all the coming days till Pentecost for you, each day to find a moment to listen, to attune with the earth blooming around you, with the greens and the yellows and the purples and the pinks, and feel the rising, feel how much generosity and love in nature and in the midst of all that is happening. So may you remember you are a being of creation. May you remember your divine inheritance. And may you feel blessed amidst all what might happen, so that you can rise and open and blossom even more and receive the Pentecost or the 50th day in full bloom. And may it be so. Amen.
Powerful, wonderful. Thank you so much, dear Carola. Okay, so Pitya, would you like to lead us in a chant now? Where's Pitya? Ah, there you are. Okay.
I invite you to sing with me Shalom, Shalom, and after that, Lai, 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 Lai. Shalom, 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 Shalom.
Thank you. We're definitely on our way. Definitely. Okay, so, and linking with this, Shanka, you'll share your poem from John O'Donohoe? Yeah.
It is called peace. As the fever of day comes towards twilight, may all that is strained in us come to ease. We pray for all who suffered violence today. May an unexpected serenity surprise them. For those who risk their lives each day for peace, may their hearts glimpse providence at the heart of history. That those who make riches from violence and war might hear in their dreams the cries of the lost. That we might see, through our fear of each other, a new vision to heal our fatal attraction to aggression. That those who enjoy the privilege of peace might not forget their tormented brothers and sisters. That the wolf might lie down with the lamb. That our swords be beaten into plowshares, and no hurt or harm be done anywhere along the holy mountain. Oh.
I think you were going to put it on the screen, weren't you? Okay, that's wonderful. It's a beautiful poem. Thank you so much. Yes. So many of you know the prolific writing of the Irish John O'Donohoe, such mystical poetry. Very beautiful. Yes. Okay, so thank you, Shanka, for finding that for us. So Heiko, would you lead us in the Peace Sicker now?
Yes, I would like to do it. It's a Peace Seeker song, and I think before we sing it, I explain what I think about it. I explain my feelings. So it is the normal movements of the Zikr, the circle, the bowing of the head into the heart, and raising the head again. But what is hidden behind that circle? So my feeling is it's a kind of collecting peace throughout the universe. Yeah, not only from the earth, but throughout the universe. And it's a collection of peace, both in space and in time. So not only that we are looking in our time, but we are looking vertically to say, well, in our tradition, who talked about peace, or who were the main peacemakers throughout the different times, and so on. All this would be included in the circle. And when we bow our head, it's a kind of inward directed whirl which brings us the collected peace into our hearts. And then when we raise our head again, we spread out peace into the world. So it's a very, very complex thing. So we send it out not directly to a particular place or so, that's perhaps not our decision, but wherever it is needed. Yeah, you see, my idea is that at the same time we function as a vessel which will be filled with peace, and then we become a catalyzer and send the peace out into the world. You see, a very complex thing which is hidden in the simple movement of the Zikr. So, I think you know the melody. I chose 3 words which we heard already many times today: Shalom, Ya Salam, and peace in our time. So we have 3 religions which are representing, let's say, all religions and all religious movements and so on. And we want to do 4 times Shalom, 4 times Salam, 4 times peace in our time, 4 times back to Ya Salam, 4 times back to Shalom. This is only 20, we need 21. So once again, Shalom at the end. Peace in our time, peace in our time, peace in our time.
If I may, we just continue this as a kind of silent zikr for a few moments, the zikr of the earth. Just watching, first of all, the breath and how it pervades the body, giving us awareness and deep rest and peace. And as we exhale, we're rotating the body, just as we've been doing with the singing, the clockwise direction. And we imagine as we're doing just this movement, we're standing above the earth, maybe on the moon, scanning its round circle, this beautiful planet Earth, with the arc of our revolving glance, the inner eye. And we could just imagine this earth as this beautiful, well, Pirazia once called it this iridescent pearl, floating in black emptiness. So just making this circle with the body around the earth, visualizing this precious pearl floating in space. So this is the first part. And then now that's exhaling while we're rotating. And we inhale and we lower our head vertically, descending towards the solar plexus. Pause there briefly. And then raise the head again, continuing to inhale. So the inhale is bowing, and continue inhaling as you rise. And then you'll begin again with the circling. Now, when we're lowering our head, we're intentionally saying, yes, I'm going to descend from this high vantage point, far away, distant from all the messiness of this earth. We're saying, yes, I'm descending to witness, to be with, and participate in this drama of life on earth, with all its sufferings, conflicts, the innumerable challenges accompanying the dance of opposites, of gain and loss, of peace and aggression, exaltation, debasement, joy and pain. So this is the bowing. When we're doing this bowing movement, we're saying, yes, I'm engaging in all of it, all of this earth. And then when we raise our heads again, we're extending solidarity to all of Earth's inhabitants, all beings, all living creatures, not just humans. And we're lifting all of this up in prayer toward the compassionate and illuminating embrace of the Divine Presence, who is the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty. So let us repeat this cycle for ourselves with this kind of intention. We don't have to say any words, but just the movement, remembering that this is a rhythmic suggestion to our hearts to awaken. So with that attunement, so just each in your own rhythm, this fikr, bringing intention and raising all up in prayer to the One. Exhaling, circling, inhaling, bowing, continue inhaling, rising up. And then, I forgot to say, then hold the breath just slightly, suspending the breath and bringing your head towards your heart as you hold the breath to relax into the awareness of the unity of being. And then you'd start the circle again. And complete one more cycle. Amen. O thou whose nature is mercy and compassion, and whose being is all peace. Father, Mother, Creator and Sustainer of our lives, send on the whole of humanity, all of creation, thy peace, and unite us all in thy divine harmony. Amen. So we share a closing chant together. Shanka, you'll put the words in the chat. This is from the Beatitudes. This is the 7th Beatitudes, which we know the words are, "Blessed are the peacemakers. They shall be called the children of God." But this is Sadi's translation of this beautiful saying from the Beatitudes, when Jesus said, "Tu behun labdai shlama, the nawi the Allah nit korun." Blessed are those who plant peace each season. They shall be named the children of God. Healthy are those who strike the note that unites. They shall be remembered as rays of the one unity. Aligned with the one are those who prepare the ground for all tranquil gatherings. They shall become fountains of livingness. Integrated are those who joyfully knit themselves together within. They shall be stamped with the seal of cosmic identity. Healed are those who bear the fruit of sympathy and safety for all. They shall hasten the coming of God's new creation. Amen. So you've put that in the chat, Shanka? Yeah, great. It looks difficult, but don't worry. We hum along. We send out the thoughts. Tu behun labtai shlama na dawida Allah nit karun. Tu behun labtai shlama da nawida Allah nit Blessed are all of you who are peacemakers. You are truly the children of God. And I forgot to mention, in the Aramaic language, which this was in, the word labdai can also mean to plant. So that sense of planting seeds, in whatever ways we're called to go forth to plant seeds, each of us. Okay, so thank you everybody for sharing this evening together. I think wherever we're gathered in prayer and sacred attunement, this definitely sends out wonderful vibrations out into the world. There are ripples that go where it needs to go. As Heiko says, sometimes it's not up to us, but it will find its way. We don't have to worry about that. So let's close with the prayer for peace from Mersha. And Shanka, maybe you could put that on the screen for us, or you won't put it on the screen. Do you have it there? Okay. Yeah, there we go. The prayer for peace. Send thy peace, O Lord, which is perfect and everlasting, that our souls may radiate peace. Send thy peace, O Lord, that we may think, act, and speak harmoniously. Send thy peace, O Lord, that we may be contented and thankful for thy bountiful gifts. Send thy peace, O Lord, that amidst our worldly strife we may enjoy thy bliss. Send thy peace, O Lord, that we may endure all, tolerate all in the thought of thy grace and mercy. Send thy peace, O Lord, that our lives may become a divine vision, and in thy light all darkness may vanish. Send thy peace, O Lord, our Father and Mother, that we, thy children on earth, may all unite in one family. Amen. Peace be with you. All blessings. Thank you. Until we meet again.